Hello my people, I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today I'm making a quick video about the throat chakra, and I want to share a few signs of an opening throat chakra and a few signs that it may be blocked. And the thing is, it's not always blocked. Sometimes it's just an imbalance. If you do some research and you look at all of the signs of a open throat chakra and a blocked throat chakra, you'll probably notice that you exhibit signs from both. Some signs that it's open, some signs that it's blocked. So that would be an imbalance, not necessarily that it's blocked. It's an imbalance in the throat chakra. So I want to share a few signs. And the first one is that you may find it or start finding it easy to communicate with people. So if that's something that you had an issue with before, you may start to feel that it's easier to communicate with people, and that is a sign that your throat chakra is opening. You may feel confident in your communication. It just seems easy and fun. That is a sign that your throat chakra is open. On the other hand, if it's an imbalance or blocked, you may feel like it's like work to communicate with people. You feel like it's a chore to do it. It's not fun, it's not easy. You may suffer from social anxiety, and you may also speak too quietly. When people talk to you or ask you something, you probably respond quiet and they don't really hear you. You have to repeat yourself. Those are signs of an imbalance in the throat chakra. For me, I think I haven't had much problems in the communication area. For me, most of my life, I am a communicator and I like talking. So I don't feel like that's one of the issues for me or imbalances, but I do feel like there have been some imbalances in different areas. So that's the first sign. Communicating is easy when it's open. Communicating is not easy and it feels like hard work when there's an imbalance in the throat chakra. Now, the second sign that your throat chakra is opening is that your self-expression, that's also easy. It's easy to express yourself. No matter how weird you may seem to other people when you express yourself, you just find it easier to express yourself in a way that is true to you. And that would be a sign that your throat chakra is opening. However, with blockages and with imbalances, you find it hard to express yourself. You may, for example, if somebody says something that you know isn't true and you know the right thing and you know the right thing to say, it's hard to say it. It's hard to get it out. You don't feel like it comes out the right way. And that goes right along with communication. But as far as expressing yourself, it's just something hard to do. Your self-expression. You may be overly shy as well. And that's my daughter. My oldest daughter can be very shy at times. If we're out in public and someone happens to compliment her hair or something like that, it's more like, thank you, or she'll speak too quietly when somebody and they're like, and she has to repeat herself. So I know that she has some imbalances in the throat chakra area. For me, when it comes down to self-expression, when I was younger, let's say in high school, I feel like I expressed myself and I wasn't afraid to express myself in the outside appearance. Now, when it came down to expressing my thoughts, that was something that I would probably, kind of keep quiet. Because like I said, you don't want people to think you're crazy when you're younger. You're kind of like worrying about being judged. So you don't really say what you do think about. I liked psychics and I liked watching video. Like there was this woman I remember who was a medium that used to talk to spirits and stuff. I thought that was really cool. And, I liked that kind of stuff. Astrology, I was into all of that. But I didn't talk about it much because other people thought something about it. Oh my goodness, there's a bird right above my head. Other people may think I was weird, so that's the reason why I didn't express myself too much like that. But when it came down to how I dressed, I used to dress really weird. I would wear boy clothes sometimes. I remember having pants. I would cut one leg off of them and have like shorts on one leg and pants on the other leg. And I know people thought I was weird or thought that was weird, but I thought it was cool. I liked it. I had like this little TLC Aaliyah kind of style going on, and that was my thing. And so I expressed myself in that way. And I kind of like at that time, I didn't care what people thought. I knew that there were people who thought I was cool with, with the way I dressed and carried myself. So I went with that, and I really ignored the fact that people thought I was weird for dressing that way. When it came down to speaking, though, like I said, I wouldn't share a lot of the things that I believed and the things that I was into because, like I said, people would think that that was weird. But as I've gotten older, I believe that we go through things in life that kind of pushes us into opening our chakras, not just the throat chakra. Sometimes we go through certain situations in life, things that are hard, things that are tough. This bird is it's like I keep hearing it moving and I'm like, don't poop on me, please. Okay, so sometimes, like I was saying, we go through things in life where it may be like a really tough situation and we don't know why, like why this had to happen to me, and you just like feeling like a victim. And a lot of times that happened for a reason, to kind of push you into opening your chakras in different ways. That's what these situations do sometimes for you. And it all depends on how you take it. If you take it and just decide to be pissed off about it forever and never get over it, then that is what you did with it. But a lot of times, if you look at it the right way and take what you learn from it, heal yourself, get over it, that is opening your chakras, whichever chakra it is. Sometimes it's just, like the upper chakras, the heart, the throat, and it all depends. But going back to the signs that it is open, self-expression is easy. You can be your silly old self, express yourself, say the weird things that you believe in and like, and not really be too concerned about what people think about it. And like I said, with it being imbalanced or blocked, it's hard to express yourself. Things don't come out right out of your mouth. Overly shy. Those are imbalances in the throat chakra. Now, the last sign that I want to share would be more of a physical type of sign. And as far as physically, this can be a little tricky because sometimes you may experience certain physical symptoms, and it does not necessarily mean that it's blocked or imbalanced. This could be a sign that your chakra is opening and why you feel some of these things. For example, for me, like a couple of months ago, before I started making these videos, I would constantly feel like there's something in my throat. There's like a lump in my throat, and sometimes it even happens when I'm making the videos. Sometimes I haven't been feeling it that much lately, but a few months ago, as I started to make these videos and created this channel, I would have to always go just feels like something's in my throat, and it's like it doesn't come out, so it's not like cold or anything. It's just like something in there that I'm constantly clearing. And if like in a couple of my videos, I would end up doing that at some point during the video. That is happening because my throat chakra is opening. I'm doing things to open my throat chakra. Making these videos, sharing things that are true to me, this is all things that is opening my throat chakra. And so by me doing these things, it is causing me to have certain symptoms that happens when your throat chakra is opening. You may have certain type of headaches that start to kind of like go away. Maybe you had headaches more and now they started to go away. Neck pain that actually starts to like ease up or something like that. Like there's lots of different little interesting things. You got to do some research and find out where you are and find out whether this could be an imbalance depending on what issues you have, and then you'll be able to kind of figure out whether this is something that this is a sign that you're getting or a sign that your throat chakra is actually opening, or a sign that it is imbalanced or blocked. Now, as far as physical symptoms that you get when you have a blocked or imbalanced throat chakra, you may have a lot of thyroid problems. laryngitis, just a lot of throat problems. You may have hoarseness. You may you lose your voice a lot. Hoarseness, a constant cough that won't ever go away. And what's very interesting about this is I know 2 people specifically that had problems in this area. Thyroid problems, had to get surgery and get a lump cut out of the throat. Laryngitis, where this person voice is always gone. You talk to them one day and you're like, hey, what happened to your voice? Oh, I don't know. And it's just constantly they're talking with this hoarseness, this scratchiness, and the throat is always there's always an issue around there. These 2 specific people had problems in their life as far as relationship goes. Unhealthy relationships, that they were not speaking up for themselves in these relationships. So it's no coincidence that these people that I'm speaking of had issues that they weren't standing up for themselves with, speaking up for themselves with, and they both had throat problems. It's no coincidence. That is a sign of a blocked throat chakra. When you have lots of throat issues, you're in relationships that are unhealthy, you're not speaking up for yourself, whether it's a loving a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, friendships, family, you're not speaking up for yourself, you have throat problems. These are things that will happen because of the fact that you have a blocked throat chakra. But like I said, some of the things that you feel, lighter things, lump in the throat, probably a little tension in the traps. I feel that sometimes, and I know that is because my throat chakra is opening, and that's what's causing me to feel some of these little things that I'm feeling here and there. So those are pretty much all the signs that I want to share about blocked and open throat chakras. You can actually research this and find tons of information on all of your chakras on the internet, on YouTube, everywhere. Before I go, there's one thing that I would recommend is getting some crystals for the throat chakra. One of the ones that I was guided towards when I went to the crystal shop, I saw it and it was just so interesting because it was I like that. I didn't know anything about it. I like this stone. It's called blue apatite. And I saw this crystal and it's like this. I actually have a bracelet of it, one of the ones here. It's a dark teal kind of color. And when I saw it, I was like, I like this. And I took it and I just was like, I want to keep this one. I want this one. So I bought that one. But then when I got home and I looked up the benefits of it, it was for somebody who, it's for the throat chakra, and it's for people who speak and talk to people and like what I'm doing here. And it just was so interested. I was guided towards something to help me with what I'm doing. So that's something that you can do. Go to a crystal shop. If you don't have any near you, research what crystals are good for which chakras or whatever. And you can look on Etsy, Amazon, lots of places where people sell actual real crystals that you get. You can look at the reviews and everything on Etsy and stuff. But I would recommend going to a crystal shop. You go in there, you walk around, and you'll be drawn to something that you actually really need. Just because you look at it, you say, oh, that's pretty. Then when you get it, you look at what the benefits of it is, and you'll be blown away because it'll be something that you actually need. So I recommend getting some crystals, carrying them with you, wearing them around your neck, sleeping with them under your pillow. And 3 for the throat chakra would be blue apatite, sodalite, and kyanite. Those are 3 that I have, as well as more. I have like tons, but those are 3 that I know are beneficial for the throat chakra. So that's it for this video. I hope this really helps somebody to be able to pinpoint some of the things and issues that they may have. And I hope that this will help you to go ahead and open up your throat chakra, or work on opening it, as well as whatever other chakras might be blocked. So that's it for this video. I thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. And until next time, peace and blessings to all of you. Bye.